Topic we have to discuss for you people, just input and output statements. Remember this one, sir. What the topic name? Input and output statements, right? Okay, input and output statements, remember. So now, what are various ways are there to get the input from the keyboard? Next, sir, how to print the output to the keyboard? How to print output to the console? What are various options are there? These are things we require to discuss. Okay, like make sure you people should aware, sir. Sir, reading. Sir, first I will talk about input, and then we will talk about output, right? Sir, I want to read the dynamic input from the sorry, reading dynamic input from the keyboard. Regarding, I want to read the dynamic input from the keyboard, sir. Can you please tell what is the way how you can able to do that? Anyone, can you please explain what method we require to use? In the last sessions already we used this one. Regarding, in the last sessions we used already this concept, sir. Sir, what? Sir, very simple. In here there is one small internal thing I want to explain for you people. Okay, that's one small internal thing I want to explain for you people, right? But make sure, sir, make sure a bit special care you have to take, sir. Sir, we have two methods are there. Remember this one, two methods are there, sir. What is the first one? Raw input. What the second one, sir? Input. Legend a bit very carefully, sir. Raw input and input, there are two methods are there to retrieve, to get the data from the keyboard. Enter the number or enter your name, enter your age, something like. If you want to read the end user provided data, then we have to use either raw input or we have to use input. Like these two are the functions we have to use. So now, when we should go for raw input, when we should go for input function, now take a bit special care, sir. If I'm asking name is equal to, here just I'm taking x is equal to, sir, raw input of, enter some value, enter some data, enter some data, like this I'm asking, sir. If I can ask, enter some data. If I print the type of x, if I print a type of x, do you know the output is always what types are? X string type only. Whatever data you are going to enter, whatever the data you are going to enter, even you entered number also, number 10 also, but still it is always going to consider, yeah, string type only. Remember that it's always going to consider the string type only. Remember, I hope everyone can able to understand, right? So compulsory we require to use typecast function. Compulsory we require to use int or otherwise float typecast functions to convert into the corresponding type. But here, sir, the data is always of str type. The data is always of str type. Remember that a bit very carefully, sir. So it's always of what type, sir? Str type only. Okay, like. So now, sir, I don't want str type, sir. Whatever type I provided, can you please convert? Can you please consider that particular type? If you provide int value, please consider as int only. If you provide float value, please consider the float only. If I provide string value, please consider the string only. Sir, if you have such type of requirement, how you can able to do is, then we have to go for input method. Regarding, then we should go for input, right? Now enter some data, like this I'm asking, sir. Now if I print the type of x, do you know what type it will? If you enter string, the type is always string type. If you enter number int value, then the type is int only. If you enter boolean value, then it is the boolean type only, like that, right? Okay, so it's always what types are, whatever the type you entered, the same thing only by default will be there. Any doubt? Please confirm. Are you in a position to understand? No typecasting is required. No typecasting is required about the int. So that is the difference between raw input and the input. Everyone can able to understand. Just to take a bit very special care. Don't get confused. Sir, here, what is the difference between raw input and input, sir? In the case of raw input, sir, a small contradiction you people may feel when compared with the old classes. Just wait for a few minutes to get much clarity. But as of now, just aware what is the difference between raw input and input. Raw input is always going to take string type only. It's always going to return string type only. But input is not string type. Whatever the type you provided, that type only by default is going to be considered. Up to this, any doubt? Please confirm. Up to this, any doubt? Any doubt? Are you able to understand right up to this? Sir, don't worry about that. Yes, it's very clear. But make sure, sir, make sure whatever the things we discussed up to this is applicable only for Python 2, but not for Python 3. Remember this one, sir. In Python 3, this concept is not applicable. Remember, because in the interview room sometime, oh, what's the difference between raw input and input? Maybe a chance to ask. That's why I'm covering. Sir, this concept is applicable only for Python 2, but not for Python 3. Remember, but not for Python 3. Then immediately you ask us, are we listen very carefully, sir? Now you are telling it's not applicable in the Python 3. Yes, ma'am. In the Python 3, it's not applicable. Now, in the Python 3, we have only input function. Again, we have only input function, but not a raw input function. Raw input function is not there in the Python 3. So only we have input function in the Python 3. Any doubt? Are you able to understand? Raw input and input, both functions are there in the Python 2. But in Python 3, sir, but in Python 3, we have, we have only, can I spell out, sir? Only input function. Okay, well. Clear for you people, right? Now I have another small doubt. listen, a bit carefully, sir. Another small doubt. What's my doubt is, x is equal to input of enter some data. Enter some data, sir. Data. Now print a type of x, sir. Can you please tell what the answer? This x is what type? This x is what type? Can you please tell the answer? This x is str type or whatever the type you enter, that type by default is going to come. Which one is the correct answer? Which one is the correct answer? Hey, observe that. Already I discussed here. The difference between raw input and input is, sir, in the case of raw input, the result, the return type is always string type. But in the case of input, the return type is whatever you provided, that type only will be considered. Can you please tell in this case what is the type, sir? What is the type? Whatever type we enter, is it going to consider the same type or not? Whatever the type we enter, is it going to consider same type or not? Yes or no? Okay, remember that. Yeah, good. Some people are already identified. Excellent. Remember that whatever the type you enter, it never going to consider the corresponding type. It is always going to consider that str type only. Remember, okay? In Python 3, input function is not the same as Python 2 input function. It is the same as raw input function present in Python 2. Python 2 raw input function, Python 3 input function, both are same. Don't get this confusion. Okay, why I'm telling this one, even if the confusion point, if I clear once, then in the future, if anywhere raw input and so on, you never going to get the doubt. Are you able to understand, right? So make sure in Python 3, we have only input function. Input function is always going to return str type only. Sir, Python 2 input function, Python 3 input function, both are not the same. Python 3 input function is the same as Python 2 raw input function. Any doubt? Clear? Okay, sir, what is the, now can you please tell what is the return type? Can you please tell what is the return type of this one? The return type of this one is always str type only. Compulsory typecasting must be required. Don't get confused. I never going to discuss about this terminology once again. Okay, just for the interview room sake, I covered. Now onwards, our discussion is always only this particular part only. Whatever data we are going to enter, import, it is always considered as a string type only. Compulsory we require to use typecast function. Then only it is going to be there, sir. Clear, right? Okay, now let me go for a small example. Is it really string type or not? I want to show for you, right? Here just have a look once. I'm taking sir, x is equal to input of enter something like this. I'm taking, sir, enter something like, sir, now print type of x, like this. I'm taking, sir. So if I can ask type of x, now let me execute this code. Py test.py, test.py. Regarding enter something, enter something like this. Enter something. Okay, now I'm taking ten. What is the type? str type. Let me execute. Enter something. Now I'm taking. Okay, 10. Still str type only. Array, enter something. Now I'm taking, sir, here true boolean value, but still it is considered. Enter something 10.5 float value, still it is considered a string type. It's very clear for you people. Input function is always going to take which one, sir? It's always going to take which terminology? String type only. Remember that. So that's why compulsory we require to use which function? Typecasting functions. Okay, like this type. Umang Sharma, yes, I'm using edit plus only. Okay, like that. Sir, now, sir, it's very clear what is about input function, right? Now my next target here is take a bit very special case, sir. Write a program. Can you please write a program to read, sir, write a program to read two input values from the keyboard. Regarding write a function to read two input values from the keyboard, sir. So two input numbers from the keyboard and print the sum. This is about my requirement, right? Okay, write a program to read two int values from the keyboard, and print the sum. This is about my requirement. How you can able to do that, sir? Very simple. Read first number, read second number, read first number, read second number, and then print the sum. That's all. Sir, now take very special care. X is equal to input of enter first number, like this. Sir, don't get confused. Please observe carefully, sir. X and Y. Now I'm trying to take, sir, print of the sum. I'm taking, sir, x plus y, like this. I'm taking, sir. What the output we are going to get? Can you please observe this? We are not going to get any error. Don't worry, sir. We are not going to get any error. Now enter first number 10, sir. Enter second number 20, sir. Enter second number 20. If I print, now what is the output we are going to get now? What the output we are going to get now? What the outputs are? Very simple. Plus operator between two string values. First string, second string. Plus operator means concatenation, not error, David, not error. Concatenation operation. So 10, 20 is the answer. Concatenations are between two strings. How the concatenation is going to be happen? Durga plus a soft. What the answer by default we are going to get? Durga soft. Already I discussed that, sir. Durga soft. Like that. Here 10 is within the string, plus 20 is within the string form. Then what is the answer? By default we are going to get 10 20. Concatenation is going to be happen, sir. Now observe a bit carefully. What the answer? The sum 10 20. The sum 10 20 itself is the answer, right? Now I have to convey. Hey, I don't want string. I want to convert into int type. What is the way, sir? 1 minute. Don't worry much about that. I is equal to int of x. So convert the string value to int type, no problem at all. Next, similarly, j is equal to int of y. J is equal to int of y. Now, sir, here I plus j I'm taking side. Int of I, the sum I plus j itself I'm going to take. Can you please tell, is it going to work properly or not? Yes. Observe carefully, sir. Observe, don't think about optimal code. Just observe functionality is working or not. Sir, 10, next one after that 20, the sum 30 by default we are going to get, sir. Perfectly it's going to work. Okay. Now, here just observe, enter 10, then enter sum 40 like this, right? Yes, sir, the sum 50 by default we are going to get. Everyone can able to understand very clearly, right? Any doubt? Any doubt? Yeah, Nitin, if you use a star in our first example, we will get an error because between two string objects, star operator is not applicable. Remember that, Nitin. Okay, now up to this, any doubt? If the things are everyone can able to understand, right? Then immediately a bigger doubt in your mind. Sir, why you are taking multiple lines? Unnecessary length of the code you are increasing. Unnecessary length of the code we are increasing. What is the need? What is the need, sir? Like you may ask. Yes, I want to simplify this code. Can you please guide? What is the way, sir? Can you please guide? What is the way? Already we used in the last session somewhere. Already we used in the last session somewhere. Have you remembered, right? Int directly here only I'm using. Int here also int I'm taking, sir. Directly int. That's all. So this string we are trying to convert into int type. That's all we are going to take. Now have a look once. Enter first number 10. Enter second number 20. Perfectly. The sum is the 30. It's going to work. Any doubt? Clear, right? So the 5 lines code I can able to convert into 2 lines, no problem at all. Are getting into 2 lines, no issue at all. Yes, acceptable, right? Now take a bit very special care. Next level, sir. What is x? Can you please tell what is the x? X is nothing but first enter number. Y is nothing but second enter number. Why you have to take x and y? Why don't you ask directly here only? X I want to replace with like this. Y I want to replace with like this. Y I want to replace with like this. Let me remove these blady lines. Here just observe that the sum int of input enter first number plus int of enter second number, enter first number and then enter second number like this I'm taking, sir. Enter second number like this. What the need of taking 2 variables in a single line? Sir, total cinema, if you want you can able to do that, sir. Yes, obviously this type of coding no one is going to do. Seems to be very dangerous code but not recommended also, but still is it going to be accepted or not? Yes, enter first number 100, enter enter second number 200, then the sum itself is nothing but 300. Perfectly it's going to work, sir. In a single line we can able to do all the things. We are not required to write multiple lines also. Any doubt? Yes, you can able to take 6 variables also. Lakshmi, any number of variables. Clear? Okay. So next, so how to read some input data from the keyboard just by using input function. If you want some other type, we require to perform typecasting. Up to that we covered, right? Now what about my next level requirement? Here see this one. Write a program to read the employee data. To read the employee data from the keyboard, to read employee data from the keyboard and print that data. Are you getting? And print that data. That's all, sir. Oh, you have to require to read employee data from the keyboard and print that data. This is about my requirement, right? Sir, which fields you have to read? You can ask employee name. Oh, what is your name? What is your name? Name I can ask. Next, employee name. Next, employee number. Employee number I can ask. Employee number. Next, salary. Next, and after that, address, salary, address, like a salary, address we can able to do. Next, and after that, even married or not, marriage is married or not, like a married or not, like this. I want to ask, is this person is the married employee, married or not, like these things, right? So now almost 5 properties I'm going to read. One is string type, one is int type, one is float type, one is string type, and then boolean type also. Married boolean type also. All the data types by default are covered. Commonly used data types by default got covered, right? Okay, that's all. Now how you can able to do that? Lakshmi, there is one option is there for that. We will discuss, but not directly like that. But there is alternative way. Within a minute we can able to do that. Don't worry. Yeah. Now observe my requirement is, sir, first ask employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address, married or not. Once you got the data, print, sir, again back to the console, sir, for confirmation purpose. Okay, that's all. First one, enum is equal to input of enter employee number. Hey, what is your employee number? Can you please enter employee number, like this, right? Okay, sir, now 1 minute, 5 properties are there. Sir, first one is what type, sir? Int type. That's why, like, compulsory we have to do that. Are you getting? Compulsory we have to do that. Second one, sir, name. Enter employee name, like this, right? Sir, it is already string type. That's why we are not required to worry anything. Next, it's already string type. Name is always string type only. Next, the third one, sir, enter employee salary. Are you getting? E-sal. Enter employee salary type. E-sal. So what I have? Float. Are you getting? Float off, like this. Float type, sir. Because salary usually I'm going to take float. Next, enter employee address, right? Address, maybe city, like this address, like it is the e-address, like this, right? Next, is employee married or not? Enter, is employee married or not? Employee married. Is employee married, like this. Now can you please enter true or false, like this explicitly I'm spelling, sir. True or false, like that. It is the boolean type, right? That's why bool is the function we require to use. I hope how to read multiple types of data and how you can convert into our required form. It is very clear for you people, right? Sir, I am in a position to read int data, string data, float data, boolean data, no problem at all. Next, I'm using print. Sir, please confirm your information. Please confirm your information. Just I'm asking, I'm displaying for his confirmation purpose, like that. Okay, please confirm your information. Print of employee number. Print of employee number. Okay, enum, like this, right? Print of employee number. Next, the second one, sir, employee name. Name, like this we can take. Next, employee salary. Okay, e-sal, like this I'm taking. Next, employee address. Enter employee address. Okay, e-address, like this I'm taking. Next, is employee married? Employee married or not? Okay, married or not? Like this I'm asking. Then, sir, married. Okay, married, like this. That's all. Any doubt about this terminology? Lakshmi, if you are going to use yes or no, then what will happen is it is not considered the boolean type. I want to consider the boolean type. That's why So how we should familiar how to read all types of data. That's why I'm taking like this, right? Clear, right? Sir, very simple. By mistake, if you are providing, suppose it's always expecting int type. It's always expecting int type. You are performing typecasting to the int. If it is not int number, then definitely you are going to get error, sir. Type error or value error. By default, you are going to get. Remember that, okay? Typecasting. Whenever you are performing typecasting, compulsory internal data should be of that particular type only. If it is not that type, then obviously we are going to get the problem, sir. Remember. Clear, right? Umang Sharma. Okay, sir, compulsory. If it is not matched type, error we are going to get, because it is not int type, but you are trying to typecast to the int type, means value error or type error, some error. By default we are going to get, sir. Okay, now let me execute this code. Okay, enter employee number. Enter employee number 872425. My IBM number, sir. Enter employee name Durga. Okay, enter employee salary 10,000. Okay, 10,000 like this, right? Enter employee address HYD like this. I'm taking. Enter, is employee married? No, sir, I didn't marry. Okay, false. Like now. Here just observe that I entered which data. I entered which data? False. It is telling what true. How the system aware I married when? How the system aware it is I married. I married. I entered false only, right? I'm not doing any mistake. I entered false only. False only. But how this person is telling it is the true man? Real I got married, but Python knows about my marriage status, it seems. Okay. Yes, this is my employee number, sir. Yes, I worked in IBM almost around 5 years. Narayan. Yeah. Sir, employee name Durga, employee salary, employee address, and employee married. True. So what is happening, sir? Why this one is coming? Bool of true or false. True or false. True or false. It is taking, sir. Is employee married? True or false only. I have to enter. Now I enter false. Spelling is also correct only, right? Spelling is also correct only. Yes, ma'am. False is non-zero, that's fine. False is non-zero, that's fine. No. Escape character is not required, Santosh. Anyone, can you please fix the problem? Why this one is coming? Why this one is coming? Yes, all the remaining things are same. Okay. Let me take. It is telling that true. It is considering, sir. Okay. Enter employee number. Enter employee number. Bool of false. Bool of false. FALSE I'm taking. False means correct, right? Spelling is also correct. No, bool of false. Yes. What the reason? What the reason for that? Okay. Now, anyway, just observe. Enter employee number 200. Employee name Durga. Next, enter employee salary. Okay, some 20,000. Like this, enter employee address Hyderabad. Next, true. By default, I'm getting true is the answer. But maybe false case, why it is taking something is going on, right? Yeah. That part we are going to discuss. What is the reason is legend this one. Maybe internal reason. Sir, how to read multiple types of data except a boolean? Everyone can able to understand. Then we can do perform postmortem. Why that lady it is not considering what internally happening? I will do that. Don't worry about that. Up to this is the clear for all of you, right? Yes, man. It's very clear for you people, right? Yes, that's all. Now here what thing is happening, man? Married is equal to bool. Python knows everything. No manokana. Here just 1 minute. 1 minute. Print of married and then print of bool of married. married true. Here it is the string. Remember that, sir. In the first sessions somewhere we covered, if the string is empty, then only, sir, typecast operators we covered somewhere. I hope how many people remember typecast operators we covered somewhere. Yes, in the first unit we discussed somewhere, sir, typecasting like that. Sir, in the case of Boolean, a big story I covered. If it is the string type, if X is empty string, then the result is false. Otherwise, the result is always true. Are you getting? If X is empty string, then the result is false. Otherwise, result is true. Remember that. A bit dangerous. Are you able to understand? Here, it is considered as a false only. When it is going to be treated as a true, sir? 1 minute. Let me. I didn't enter anything. Now it is going to tell false. If I didn't enter anything, then it's treated as what? Empty. Only empty string case, it is treated as a Boolean. That's why converting to the Boolean a bit dangerous. Take a bit special care. Then how to read Boolean data? There is some other option is there. That option I can able to tell. Sir, everyone in a position to understand the reason? Yes, can you please tell friends? Everyone in a position to understand the reason? Yes, the reason is, observe that, sir. Bool of, here I'm taking true, sir. Bool of true I'm taking. Sir, bool of false I'm taking. Bool of false I'm taking. Next, bool of Durga I'm taking. Next, bool of, sir, empty I'm taking. So if the string is empty, then only it is treated as false. Bool function internally, how it is going to work? Nabin, observe that carefully. Sir, if the string is empty, then only bool function is going to return false. If it is not empty, internally whatever content is there, whether it is a true, whether it is a false, whether it is a Durga, we never going to worry about that. Regarding, you never going to worry about that. That's why in all these cases, happily the answer we are going to get true, sir, but only in this case false we are going to get. Everyone can able to understand? Because internally which input is coming? String is coming. Internally which input is coming? String to Boolean type. If it is going to convert, the rule is, sir, if it is the empty string, then only return false. If it is not empty, it may be true, it may be false, it may be Durga. In any case, right, the result is always true we are going to get. Now observe, what is the output we will get now? Please confirm. What is the output we are going to get now? Sir, in the first case, true. Second case, true. Third case, true only. But last one, sir, false is the answer. If you want, observe that carefully. True, false. Then how you can fix this problem? There is one story is there, sir. That thing we are going to discuss. There is one thing is there. That part we are going to discuss. Just within few minutes, that character we will introduce. Evolve. EVAL. What is that? Eval function is there. Instead of typecasting, we are going to use what? Eval function. This eval function will convert into the specified type. Don't worry about that. Which is the more powerful there? Typecasting. That character I will introduce soon. Just aware up to that. But internally, what thing is happening? Now the reason, it is a very clear for you people, right? Any doubt? Any doubt up to this? Clear for all of you, right? Up to this, any doubt? Okay, that's all, friends. This is what you people should aware. Next, sir, there is one more small chota concept is there. How many people can able to understand? Take very special care, sir. Okay, very special care, please observe that carefully, sir. Now my requirement is, all input values, maybe 2 values or 3 values or maybe 4 values, all input values, can you please convert? Can you please read in a single line? Can you please read in a single line? This is about my requirement, right? Sir, in a single line, sir, A comma B is equal to input. Enter 2 numbers. Enter 2 numbers. Don't worry, I'm not going to use exactly same code. Enter 2 numbers. If I ask enter two number, if you provide 10 and 20, then 10 will be assigned to A and 20 will be assigned to B. Like that, we have to do that. Is there any such type of possibility? Is there? How to read the, here legend this one. How to read the, how to read the multiple values from the keyboard, how to read multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. How to read multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. This is about my requirement, right? Within the single line, how I can able to read multiple values from the keyboard? Can I go for that? Not that much easy. Two examples I will cover. First example, try to understand. Even you are not getting second example, definitely you are going to get a bit difficult. Don't worry, because a bit full advanced concept I'm bringing at the beginning only. Just listen, just observe carefully, sir. Now I will ask, enter two numbers. Listen a bit very carefully, sir. I will ask input of enter two numbers. Enter two numbers like this. I ask, whenever, suppose I typed 10 space 20, 10 space 20, I type it like this, like 10 comma 10 space 20. Now this total thing is considered one string only. Remember this one, sir. If this total thing is considered one string only. Any doubt? It's one string only. Even you enter, it's always going to read only one string, man. Even you enter multiple numbers also, still it is considered as single string only. Sir, this string contain internally contain how many numbers are there? Internally contain how many numbers are there? Two numbers. Two numbers are there, 10 and the space, because space is the separator. Observe that space is the separator. So with respect to space, how many numbers are there? Two numbers are there, sir. Okay, two numbers are there. Then can you please divide this string into multiple numbers with respect to space? If I divide that, then the first value will become 10, second value will become 20. Correct or not? The first value will become 10, second value will become 20. How to divide with respect to space? Yes, this one, what we have to do is dot split. Regarding dot split, observe that whenever you ask enter two numbers, then immediately it's going to provide one string only. This string is like this. Whenever we are asking split, now these numbers will be split into two numbers. Split, that's all, no argument. If you are not passing any argument, means with respect to space only. We are not required to pass any argument to the split. Just it will be converted into two numbers. Up to this, any doubt? Everyone can able to understand? Now observe this one. Now observe here I'm taking L is equal to input of enter two numbers. Okay, dot what is the method I use? Split method. Print of L. Really, that list am I going to get or not? You can check. Enter two numbers, right? 10 space 20. Then automatically list contain two numbers. Correct or not? List contain two numbers, because space is the default. By default, with respect to space only, it will be divided. Yes, clear up to this side. Now my question is, sir, this is the list I know. Sir, this is the list. If you want comma, we will do that in the next level. Abhishek, Ashish, we will do in the next level. Just observe. Sir, here these are internally what type? These are internally what type? String type only. Sir, it is the list, sir. List of string values type. But I want to perform addition, man. If you want to perform arithmetic addition, compulsory we have to convert into int numbers. Correct or not? Compulsory we require to convert into int numbers. What I have to do is, now here just observe. So for here legend this one. This total thing is going to return how many values? This total thing is going to return list of two values. Now for every x in for each x value, in this input, observe very carefully sir, don't get confused. For every x value in this input, in this here two numbers are there, so this is the first number, this is the second number. For every x means first time x means 10, second time x means 20. This is simple for loop sir. For every x value in this like this, which operation you want to do? Typecast into intertype, typecast into intertype, int of x, int of x. So for each x in this input, typecast that x into intertype. Okay, convert into intertype. Now the total thing is list internally. That's why a comma b is equal to how many people are getting sir? Sir, what up to certain level we got extra link by default gone sir, like yes, how many people got this one? How many people? Yes, how many people how many people got? Yes, a bit advanced concept. At the beginning only I told, sir, for each x in this input, typecast that. Now first value, second value, I'm going to get first value, I'm going to get second value, I'm going to get third value, any number. Next I want to convert all those things into list again, because we are reading one by one. Once I got, I'm reading one by one with those numbers compulsory, we have to take into the list form like this, right? Guruvara day, it won't work. Whatever you are using, it won't work. Okay, next time, why at the end we are using this one? Sir, why at the end we are using this one? Just observe that carefully. Yes, here legend this one. It is already list, right? Can you please tell? It is already list or not? List means this is the list. Now we start reading the data for the first one, for the second one. Once you got the first one, now you got already first value 10. It is not available in the list form. So first value I got. Next after that, second value you got. Sir, with these two values, let me create one list. Regarding with these two values, let me create one list. Once you created list, now a comma b is equal to a will become 10, b will become 20, like this. That's all. Are you able to get? Yeah, it's going to work for any number of numbers. It's going to work, don't worry. Subrat Kumar, it's going to work for any number of numbers, don't worry about that. Okay, next here, this is the list of values, right? From this list I want to separate into first value, I want to separate into second value, then this is the first value, this is the second value, like because why I'm taking this for x, why I'm taking this for each x? The reason is because every x value is in which form? Can you please tell? String form. I require to convert into the numbers or not? Yes, for that I'm taking for each x and typecast into n type, and then typecast into n type is nothing but int type. Yeah, not that much easy. Yes, just I will explain again another time. The people where you are having the doubt, please let me know. I will keep more focus in that particular area. Not that much easy, I'm sure, sir. Okay, yeah, good. One doubt, why you are taking square bracket? This is the doubt, first doubt. Any other? Will this work? Srikanta, which one you are asking? This code? No. A comma b. A comma b. No, it's not going to work, Srikanta. It's not going to work. Compulsory, we should use like this. Yeah, 10 comma 20, a comma b within square bracket 10 comma 20, both will work. Narayan, correct? Both will work. This is called unpacking. Like somewhere in the next level we are going to discuss. Yes, Sir, can you please tell? Here observe that. Can you please tell? Here, why we are using the list means to group all those values into list form. I'm taking this square brackets kind of thing. Okay, 1 minute, sir. Is there any chance to show this one? 1 minute, please. Correct. Yeah. Here observe that. Here observe this one a bit very carefully, sir. Very carefully. Now here observe a bit carefully, sir. Here we are going to get string. 1 minute. Let me come again so that you may get clarity. Here say this one. Input of enter two numbers. Enter two numbers. Can you please enter two numbers, sir? Okay, like I'm taking. Can you please, if I'm going to enter, sir, 10 space 20, I enter. Can you please tell this total thing is considered yes? This total thing is considered yes is one string value or not? So, brother, observe carefully. Is it considered as one string value or not? Yes, it is a single string. I want to divide this string into list. Remember, observe carefully my explanation. Here, data split I'm taking. Split won't take any argument. If you are not passing any argument means you have to split with respect to space. With respect to space, remember, if any other argument is there, suppose comma is there, then we have to pass comma here. Okay, but I'm not passing anything means with respect to space only. Okay, now what output we are going to get? Sir, first value, next and after that second value, like this we are going to get. Again, this is the first value followed by second value we are going to get. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Sir, the first value followed by second value. Sir, what is this one? Is it a list or not? Yes, it is a list. It is a list, sir. Up to this you got. Now, legend. Here only. Yeah, 3 numbers, 4 numbers. We can take any number. No problem. That is our next example is there. First observe. Up to this, any doubt? Any doubt? Can you please confirm? Now you got the list. But the problem here is every number itself is nothing but string only. Now for x in this list. Once we are using for x in list, now list by default gone because you are taking each value individually. First 10, next 20, next 30, like this we are taking. Are you getting right? Whenever we use a for loop for every x value in this list means list gone. Now individual x values, first value, second value we are going to get. Are you able to get right? Now once we are using for loop, list gone. You are getting only first value, second value, like that only. If you want, observe carefully, sir. Observe carefully. Input of enter. Input of enter 3 numbers. Enter 3 numbers. Like this I'm talking. Enter 3 numbers. Dot split for x in. Like this I'm talking. This is the for loop. Now can you please print off x value? That's all. Now take very special care, sir. Once we are using for loop for every x value in this list, for every x value in this list means individual first value, second value, third value, like this by default we are going to get. Now observe that. Yes, enter 3 numbers 10, 20, 30, like this I'm taking, sir. 10, 20, 30 individually. So after completing this line, can you please tell list is available or not available? After completing this one, list is available or not available? Can you please confirm? List already gone because you are asking individual elements. Okay, for every individual element x, which operation you want to do, sir? Which operation? Convert into x. Okay, now you are getting first value, second value, third value, fourth value, like you are going to get. Convert all those values into a list, That's why I'm taking this square brackets. Now first into value, second into value, third into value, fourth into value, I'm converting into the list. If I convert into the list, now you can ask first value, comma, second value, comma, third value. From this list, first value will be assigned to A, second value will be assigned to B, third value will be assigned to C. Suppose observe that 10, 20, 30 is there, sir. This is the list. 10, 20, 30 is there. 10, 20, 30 is there. Now print of A, B, C. I'm typing, sir. Now observe that what is the answer by default we are going to get 10, 20, 30. Again 10, 20, 30. Now in this list whatever values are there will be assigned to A, B, C and so on. Now my question is, if I'm not taking list, what will happen, sir? What will happen? Is it going to work or not? Is it going to work or not? Observe that carefully. Maybe or may not be. Observe that. Maybe or may not be. Here observe invalid syntax. Are you getting invalid syntax? Invalid syntax, syntax error by default you are going to get, because this total combination we require to group into a list. That is nothing but list comprehension concept. Somewhere in the next level we are going to discuss list comprehension concept. So comprehension concept. So if you have a group of values, we require to convert into a list. How you can able to do is just within square bracket. This type of style expression for X in this type of style is applicable. So this concept is nothing but list comprehension. To work this syntax compulsory, we should enclose within curly, within square brackets, right? Then only this concept can able to understand by my Python virtual machine. Clear, right? Yes, Umang, our own created list. What is the name of this concept? This name of this concept internally, list comprehension. Okay, maybe by discussing the data structures, there we are going to discuss in detail. Don't worry about that. So, thoda 70%. Are you able to understand? thoda 70%. Are you able to understand? Yes, but internally how it is going to go? Internally how it is going to work, that thing we are not required to worry. Maybe while going on next concepts we have, sir, in Python do you have this type of facility or not? That's what you have to give it. Yes, it is there, sir. Yeah, we will execute. Santosh, don't worry. Are you able to understand? So is it possible to read multiple values in a single line or not? This is about my doubt, sir. Have you observed how to read the multiple values from the keyboard in a single line? That's all. So here where we are giving the name to list variable, if not given to default, does it take default name? No. Here the name itself is list, sir. Sir, list we can assign with multiple variables, no problem at all. This is called list unpacking. What is this concept, sir? List unpacking internally. While the concepts going on, you can able to get list unpacking concept. So Raj, getting right? So we can assign the list to a group of variables instead of one. Sir, if you want, you are not required to give 3 variables. You can use L only. Then this L will become list. If you want, you can print of L. If you are taking only one variable, then it is treated as okay, list only. If you are taking multiple variable, then every internal value will be assigned to the variable. Now observe that. Enter 3 numbers 10, 20, 30. Now it is considered as one list. Are you getting right? Clear, right? Okay, well, Sai, how you can confirm whether the typecasting is performed or not? How you can perform typecasting is performed or not? Just simple, sir. you can keep type of internal element, type of A, type of B, type of C. Then you are going to get into value, into type only. Clear? Any doubt? Okay. Now, here just observe that. Observe a bit carefully, sir. How to read the multiple values from the keyboard? How to read multiple values from the keyboard, sir? List comprehension, next list unpacking. These are different concepts. While class is going on, slowly you will get. Don't worry much about that. Next, a parenthesis concept is applicable for the tuple, not for the list. For the tuple, again, comprehension concept not applicable. There are several loopholes are there. Why you have to corrupt your mind at the beginning only with several things. Don't think too much. Okay, slightly, because we are at very beginning, right? Okay, sir, thoda I can able to understand like that better, so that your life will be simplified. If you want to learn each and everything now only, then automatically you never going to learn Python. Because Python today is not going to complete, right? Python is going to complete after 2 months. After 2 months, Python is going to complete. While studying intermediate only, suppose I want to become best doctor, sir. That's why I choose the BPC group in my +2. BPC group in my +2 I took, sir. Now in the first day of BPC group, faculty came for biology or zoology, biology, like, sir, I have full fear of postmortem, sir. How I can do postmortem? I want to see how to do postmortem, right? That intermediate +2 faculty is going to see from top to bottom. Array, you will become doctor after completing your MBBS or MD. Then you have to learn, not in +2. Are you getting the point? My internal point. Okay, make sure list comprehension, list tuple, all these. Why you have to correct your mind? Okay, sir. There is such type of facility also there in the Python. Okay, if you want me to write the code, sir, this is the code. That's internally how it is going to work. Slowly we are going to discuss. If you are going to land here only, then what there tomorrow? What concept I have to deliver? That's why tomorrow something is there. That something is nothing but these internal things. Getting? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, we can. Yeah, I will discuss. Next example is the same. Okay, Kamal Kannan. Next example I will come. Okay, now observe that. Sir, read two into values. Read two into values from the keyboard and print product. Read two into values from the keyboard and print product, and print its product. This is about my requirement, right? Okay. This is about my requirement, how I can able to do that. Okay, very simple, sir. Please guide, sir. A comma, here just observe that. Observe input of enter two numbers. Listen, at least enter two numbers. Now I got one string. Let me split, sir. Now I got one list. Next one after that, for each x in this, which operation I want to do? Int of x, sir. Next, convert into list, sir. I converted into list. Next, a comma b is equal to list unpacking. I have to do that. That's all. Now, in the order I'm doing this one, sir. Observe that. In the order I'm taking, a b is not going to work. Venkatesh, a comma b only you should take. A comma b is equal to, like this we are going to take here. Okay, clear. Now what I have to take? Print the product. Okay. Now a into b. Sir, a into b. Can you please confirm? A and b are what type? A and B are what type? What type, sir? A and B are what type? Int type. By mistake, if these are not int type, then star operator is not going to work, because star operator, one argument should be compulsory string, the other argument should be number. If you want to apply between two strings, star operator won't work. So it's already int type. That's why happily multiplication will do, sir. Now observe that. Enter two numbers, right? 10 space 20. 200 is the answer. Sir, enter two numbers, 10 and then 40. Then automatically 400 is the answer. Enter two numbers 19, 88, next 25. Then automatically 450 the answer. Like that perfectly it's going to work, sir. Yes. Are you able to understand? Alok, Kamal Kanan, Manav Kanan, Suraj. Can I go for next one? Now, sir, another small example, sir. For my write a program to read three float values. Three float values from the keyboard, from the keyboard. Okay, three float values from the keyboard with the comma separator. Are you getting that? With the comma separator, and the print sum. Oh, here observe. Sir, read three float values from the keyboard with comma separator. Means 10.5, comma 20.6, comma 30.7. Like this you have to use. First float value, comma second float value, comma third float value. And the print sum of these numbers, right? Can you please guide the code? First input of enter three numbers. Okay, or otherwise enter three float numbers with the comma separator. Okay, anyway, don't worry, just like this. I got one string. Now I have to convert this string. I want to divide, split into according to comma. Have you observed, right? Now I'm passing argument. Because I want to convert. Next, for each x in this, which operation we have to do? Float of x. Okay, float of x. Convert into list. Okay, convert into list. Now a comma b comma c is equal to like this. Are you getting? A comma b comma c is equal to like. Now print of the sum. Print of the sum a plus b plus c. That's all. Print of the sum a plus b plus c. What is the answer? Happily enter three float numbers, right? 10.5, comma 20.6, comma 30.7. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 60 plus something, some odd we are going to get, sir. Now the sum is 61.8. Any doubt? Are you able to read multiple values in a single line? That's all. Up to that only. Don't think too much. Up to that only aware. Sir, internally how it is going to work on, don't worry. While the concept going on, you people can able to understand, right? Yes, perfectly. Okay, that's all, friends. Next, in the next session, we will talk about evolve function. Next, how to read command line arguments. These type of things we are going to discuss.